If you want to learn the process to embodying and empowering the feminine spirit, then check out the book, Healing the Feminine Energy and the Wounds of Your Inner Child. Alright, so in this video, we're going to be discussing 3 ways that you can be more in your feminine energy. 3 ways. So this is very important, as I kind of said in the other video that I did on 3 ways to be in your masculine energy. In this day and age, people are not being encouraged to be in their natural state. And this, of course, applies to many women. Many women actually see their feminine energy as a weakness. They're not embracing it. They're not being proud of who they are. And they're denying what they naturally want to express. And we don't want to do that. We want to live in harmony and balance. And we want to live connected to who we truly are, right? This makes you feel more fulfilled. It makes you feel more confident in yourself. It makes you feel more proud of yourself. It makes you feel good. So that's the reason that you want to learn to embrace your feminine energy. And we're going to be discussing 3 ways to practically express and be in tune with that energy, right? So the first thing is that you want to practice surrendering control. The feminine energy is a yielding energy. It yields to the masculine, right? And this is very good actually, because it enables you to be in a state of peace, you know, and you're able to let go of worries when you let go of control. Because what comes with control is the need to make sure things are correct, things are in a certain way, which puts you in your mind, and you're stressing over these things, and you're not going to be relaxed. You're not going to be in a state of peace. You know, whenever people talk about feminine energy, what do they say? They say, I want to relax into my feminine energy. I want to rest into my feminine energy. I want to, you know, chill in my feminine energy, right? So one way you do that is practice surrender and control. So you don't need to be in control of the direction of what's going on all of the time. Sometimes you can just say, hey, I'm going to sit back and I'm so confident in myself that I know I'm going to be good. I know I'm safe here. I don't need to stress or worry about exactly what's going to happen in the next, you know, 5 minutes, 5 hours or 5 days, because I'm actually good. You know, that level of safety within yourself is only going to have a good effect on your energetic state. So let's say you're on a date, right? You might be the type of person who has been with men who you didn't trust with a certain level of control. So you're always trying to be in control yourself because, you know, you might have the mindset, which I actually get because I have this a little bit. You know, if you want something done properly, you got to do it yourself. But then you don't want to find yourself in a reality where you are relating to people who aren't trusted with a certain level of control. So when you're on this date, you don't need to directly say, I want to do this, go here, it should be done like this. You want to give him the opportunity to do it himself, which enables you to see, hey, is this a place where I can rest in my feminine energy? You know, and if not, maybe you shouldn't even be in that environment. So I feel like dates are a very good place for a woman to practice surrender and control, because she gets to turn off from the everyday struggle and stress that she goes through when she's with a man, right? So number 2 is kind of similar and it's linked to the first one, but it's more like a verbal and manifestation of surrender and control. It's letting go of the need to be right. When you have a need to be right, it naturally puts you in your masculine energy because you have to be in defense mode. You have to be in defensive mode, protecting and challenging people based on whatever ideas that they have or what they want to do, because you want them to do it how you want them to do it how you would like to do it, right? And you want them to think how you would think. So it naturally puts you in this state where you're trying to have control over the environment or people too much. You have a need for it to be in the way that you see it. So naturally it puts you in exertion mode, but you don't want to do that. You just want to say, hey, I feel how I feel, I think how I think, I'm okay with that. I don't necessarily need to change them to think in a certain way. I can just, you know, I don't need to be right here. If it's so important for you to be right, you be right, and that's fine. But for me, I'm not going to stress myself trying to change how you operate or how you think. I'm good, you know? And then it's good because you also don't accept verbal challenges from people, right? People can't just challenge you. They can't just decide to put you in a state of combativeness on a verbal scale, because you don't actually care about being right. You argue amongst yourself with that topic, but you're not going to argue with me on this, because look, I'm in my peace. I'm in my relaxation mode. I don't have to be right. I don't need to fight you on this issue, right? So again, it gives you a sense of relaxation when you let go of the need to be right. And then number 3 is that you want to do creative things. I love it when I see, you know, people's social media handles, and then they always have their like little side hustle that they're doing, you know, connected to it, and you click on it, you see a person might be into painting, cooking, pottery, or whatever it is, could be sewing. And that's good, because that's the creativeness, that's the creativity of the feminine energy being manifested through your body. When you're doing these artistic things, right, it puts you in a state of presence, puts you in a state of gratitude, because you really feel good as you're doing these things. It puts you in a state of just letting go of the worries of the mind. You know, you're not thinking so much, what about that thing over there? What about that thing I got to do next week? You're just in the moment, just doing that thing. And this is why it's very good and stimulating for your feminine energy, right? Figure out what is that creative thing that you like doing. If you don't know it yet, you can test out different things, which will also be stimulating in itself, because you're going to go on a journey of looking for that thing. You know, so either way, it's a win-win. If you don't have it yet, go looking for it. If you do know what that creative passion or expression that you want to do, if you already know what that is, make time to do it. If 10 years ago you was good at drawing, consider taking out that notepad and pencil and coloring pencils and get back to it, because clearly you already know what you wanted to do because you did it before, but you might have let life get in the way and stop you from doing it, right? So those are 3 things that help you to be more in your feminine energy. I want you to comment down below anything else that helps you to be in your feminine energy, and also consider checking out my book, Healing the Feminine Energy and the Wounds of Your Inner Child, which you can access in the link in the description, right? Which will help you be more in your feminine energy if you feel like you're trapped in your masculine energy. So comment down below, let Reemus know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. More than any other time in human history, a restoration, a repair, a respect for the feminine energy is needed. And if you want to check out the process to healing the feminine energy, then you can check out the book, which is available digitally or in print form.